You know that feeling, right? You ask an AI to write something for you, and what you get back is, well, it's perfect, but it's also perfectly boring. It's got no personality, no soul. Well, today, we're going to fix that. We are going to dive into how you can give that brilliant machine your unique human voice.
And this just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? You can just feel it when you read AI content. It's stiff, it's a little too formal, and it's just missing that human pulse. I mean, it has all the right words, but absolutely none of the feeling. And that's the problem that separates generic AI content from writing that actually connects with people. So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll dig into why AI writing feels so robotic. Then, we'll introduce a really cool solution called the cognitive fingerprint. After that, I'll walk you through a simple 3-step method to actually use it. And we'll wrap up by talking about the responsibilities that come with this kind of power. All right, first up, let's unpack what's called the Tin Man syndrome. You remember the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, right? He had a brilliant mind, but he was missing a heart. Well, that's kind of what's happening with AI writing. The structure is perfect, but emotionally, it's empty. And this is a really crucial point. The issue isn't that the AI is a bad writer. Honestly, it's an incredible writer. The problem is that it has never been alive. It learned about language from this massive, silent library of text, but it's never actually experienced the messy, emotional, real-world flow of a human conversation. To really get our heads around this, let's use an analogy. I want you to think of your AI as this musical prodigy who has only ever read sheet music, but has never, not once, actually heard a single note played out loud. So this really breaks it down, right? On one hand, the AI knows the sheet music. It's got a perfect theoretical grasp of language, grammar, syntax, the whole shebang. But on the other hand, it's never heard the song. It has no clue about the rhythm, the cadence, the soul that comes from lived experience. That's why it defaults to that stiff, formal style, because it's the most statistically safe pattern it knows. And this quote just nails it. The AI is playing all the correct notes in the correct order, but the performance is just flat. It's emotionally empty because it has never felt the music. So our job is to stop just handing it sheet music and start showing it how to play with some real feeling.
So how do we do that? How do we teach this machine to actually feel the music? Well, that brings us to the solution, and it's a really powerful concept called your cognitive fingerprint. This is where we stop being just an instructor and start becoming its voice coach.
So what exactly is a cognitive fingerprint? Think of it as a unique data sample of your personal, authentic linguistic style. It's not about telling the AI how to write, it's about showing it, using a raw, unfiltered sample of your voice exactly as you speak. This fingerprint captures all the little subconscious things that make your voice yours. It's your natural cadence, the way you structure your sentences. Maybe you like short, punchy ones. The specific metaphors you always lean on, your go-to vocabulary. It's your unique rhythm and flow. These are the subtle patterns that a simple command like write in a friendly tone could never, ever capture. Okay, that's the theory. Now let's get our hands dirty and put it into practice. We're going to walk through a super simple 3-step method to capture your cognitive fingerprint and program it right into your AI. The whole process really just boils down to this: capture, store, and program. First, we get a raw sample of you just talking. Second, we put that sample in a special place for the AI to study. And third, we give the AI a direct order to start adopting your style. Simple as that.
Step 1 is the most important one, so listen up. You just open any voice-to-text app, the one on your phone is perfect, and just talk about your topic for about 60 to 90 seconds. Don't try to be perfect, ramble, go off on tangents, just speak naturally. And the most important rule of all, do not edit it. That raw, messy, unedited transcript, that's gold. Next, you're going to take that whole raw transcript and store it. You'll paste it into what's called a System Prompt Notebook, or SPN. Just think of this as a permanent instruction manual for your AI. And again, do not clean it up. The ums, the weird phrases, that's all part of the pattern you want the AI to learn. This notebook becomes its go-to library for your voice.
And finally, step 3. This is where you program the AI with a really powerful command. You're basically giving it a promotion. You tell it, you are more than a generic assistant. You are my ghostwriter. You must adopt my unique writing style based on my cognitive fingerprint.
This command fundamentally changes the AI's entire job description, from just generating text to actually mimicking you. So, the big question, does this whole voice transplant thing actually work? Well, let's do a quick side-by-side and see for ourselves what kind of a difference this really makes. Okay, check this out. On the left, you've got the typical AI output, a stiff, formal, totally correct summary about cybersecurity. It's fine, but lifeless. Now look at the right. This is the output after it was trained on a spoken voice sample. It's got a natural flow, a more personal tone, a rhythm that feels authentically human. I mean, the difference is night and day. Now, after seeing that, it's pretty clear this technique is incredibly powerful. And that means we absolutely have to talk about using it responsibly. This isn't just some cool trick. It comes with some serious ethical considerations. And here's the bottom line. This technique is designed to help you scale your own authentic voice. Using it to impersonate someone else without their permission is a huge ethical problem. The whole point is to amplify your unique perspective, not to steal somebody else's. So there you have it. You now have a systematic way to transform your AI from a robotic writer into your own personal ghostwriter. You've taught it to play the music, not just the notes. But that leaves us with one final fascinating question. You've given your AI a voice, but can it understand the really tricky stuff, like sarcasm and subtext? Well, we'll tackle that one in our next explainer.